In the past, Harry Osborn and Peter Parker were close friends. But I'm guessing once Richard Parker and Norman Osborn fell out, that's when he said, you know what, you're gonna go to a boarding school in England. Actually, it wasn't Ravencroft. I read somewhere it was Ravencroft, and I've been saying this for months, it was Ravencroft, but I don't think it was Ravencroft anyway. Yeah, so you're gonna go somewhere to England, the boarding school over there. You're gonna stay as far away from this country as possible, probably because I hate the Parkers. I don't want you to be around. I want you to forget this person, not live with him dying. Your friend's gonna mysteriously die, him and his whole family. I don't want you to know that. So you're gonna go over there, and you may be like, it's because he loves Harry. Sure, he's his son. You can think of it as maybe it's a love. Maybe it is love. You know, Norman Osborn does love Harry. He just doesn't care for him. He doesn't like him. He doesn't like that he's not like him. But Harry, Harry wants to make his father so proud of him because he knows that his father thinks he's a loser. And he wants to have that love from his father. He wants his father to appreciate him, and he wants to make his father happy by whatever means necessary. He doesn't want his father to feel as if he is a loser. Even though he doesn't know his father that well, he thinks of his father as his father. He loves his father. He will do whatever he can to make his father happy, to make his father live especially. He doesn't want his father to die, you know, so he'll do whatever he can. Okay, back to the past. Harry Osborn is sweet shipped to England. Why, Dad? You're gonna go! He sends him off to England. You're going to a boarding school there. Harry Osborn's gone. Then the Peter Parker, Norman Osborn, Richard Parker thing, all that happens. Okay, now past. That was the past. Present. Now Harry Osborn's back. Harry Osborn's back. He's grown. Him and Peter have this. What's the word I'm looking for? They find each other again. Okay, Harry Osborn comes into contact with Peter Parker. Find each other again. Now, with Harry Osborn saying that Oscorp has been looking at you, I get the feeling that he doesn't know why yet. Because he clearly finds out why in the trailer. And by the way, I want to say this in the one video that I made. We don't need any more trailers for this movie. And if we do, please don't, because stop. You've shown enough, Sony. You've shown enough of this movie with this one trailer. I'm happy. I don't want to see anything else from this trailer. We're going to see a sneak peek well, for you guys, you already saw it, because this video is definitely not going up tonight with this time that I'm taking. But, you know, no more trailers. Okay, and if it is a trailer, 15 seconds. Like, don't do anything else. You're gonna spoil the movie. I have a feeling you're gonna put something out there and it's gonna piss me off. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it, all right? Don't do it. Okay, back to everything. Harry Osborn, he either knows or he doesn't. And if he does know, then he's egging him on. But if he doesn't, which I get the more feeling that he doesn't know really what's going on, and he's just with his friend, like, Osborn's been looking at you. He's like, well, why? He's like, isn't that the question of the day? Like, he wants to know too. Or it's because we want your blood, dog, or we want your research. You got some research. Okay, maybe it's something like that. Maybe that's the reason why he comes into contact with Peter Parker, because of his father telling him, you know, you need to get Peter Parker. I'm dying, and he's the Spider-Man. Perhaps that's why. Or Harry never forgot about Peter. Maybe Norman's goal was to have Harry forget about Peter, and Harry never did forget about Peter. He grows up, he's out of high school, he calls Peter, Peter, remember me? Harry Osborn, yeah, man, we gotta meet up. I'm in New York now. I'm about to be in charge of my father's company. If he lets me, I hope, because I like being rich. But man, we gotta hang out, man. Come to Oscorp. Come to my house. Come to my house. So stuff like that. I think more of along the lines of a mixture of the two. So at first, Harry Osborn, he may like be close to Peter and stuff. He may like remember Peter, and Norman Osborn is insinuating him like, okay, you're going to call Peter Parker and you're going to become his friend. And Harry's like, Peter Parker, I remember him. Sure, Dad. Okay, yeah, okay. And then when he becomes close friends with Peter, Then when he becomes close friends with Peter, Norman starts telling him information. We see that in the trailer. What is this? The future. This can change the world. You know, remember all that. So we see this kind of progression in his character. At first, it's like he wants to be friends with Peter. He does. He really wants to. I get that feeling, at least from this trailer. He wants to be friends with Peter. And then Norman Osborn starts egging him on. He's saying, you know, what was the voice? He's not everyone has a happy ending, or you know, he's telling Harry the things that happen from his point of view. He's maybe even lying. You know, he's saying that his father poisoned me, and his father tried to kill me, and this boy is hiding the cure, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Like, when I get to the Norman Osborn video, then I can dive deeper into that aspect. But I think, yeah, so back to the Oscorp thing, the present. Oscorp is creating these villains. These big things are coming from Oscorp, just like a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And there was a picture we saw on the day something, the FBI coming in. FBI will come in, say, what the heck is up with all these things? What is Oscorp doing? Norman Osborn is still missing, possibly. What is going on? The FBI comes in, what's going on? You have all these people, these big villain things happening, and it's coming from your company. What's going on? So they start snooping around. In regards to Harry Osborn becoming the Goblin, I've been saying Norman Osborn is the puppet master, he's the person in charge. Chris Cooper said that this is an introduction to his character. We will see a lot more of him in 3. Do I even need to say any more? We will see a lot more of him in 3. Who is Norman Osborn? The Green Goblin. That's why we're gonna see him in 3, guys. He's the Green Goblin. Green Goblin. Okay, back to present. All right, so, you know, now the FBI comes in, whatever, blah, 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 blah. That's just something that I just connected that picture to this because I wanted to put that in there. Anyway, so with Harry Osborn, why will he become the Goblin? Because of Norman Osborn manipulating him, telling him to become the Goblin. Perhaps Norman Osborn slips the serum into Harry Osborn. That way he will be more enraged at Peter for what Peter did to his father, what Peter's family did to his father. And perhaps he'll be enraged because maybe Harry and Gwen have a bit of a relationship too. And in my own story, I have that dynamic going on too. And that story will come. Anyway, so that's just some things. I think that like I said, Harry Osborn will become the Goblin, but he won't be the Goblin. He's not the real deal. He's the puppet, and Norman Osborn is the puppet master. He's controlling everyone. Man in the Shadows, same way. Man in Shadows is the puppet master. He's controlling. We in the first movie, we were told directly, this is not Norman Osborn. This is an Oscorp, somebody that works for Oscorp. Okay, somebody that works for Oscorp. Works for Oscorp as in an employee. Who's the owner of Oscorp again, guys? I need to say it. Alright, so maybe Harry Osborn becomes the Goblin because then he'll be more dedicated to getting this cure. Because now in Norman's mind, Norman is probably like, you have to get the cure now, even if he does find out what happened. Even if Harry Osborn does find out the real truth, what happened, he's still going to get that cure. Because if he doesn't get that cure, he's going to die. He's going to die just like me. Even though Norman's not going to die. Norman, if he has to, if he is so desperate, if he is so inclined, he will become the Green Goblin and get the cure himself. Or perhaps he will get the cure and become the Green Goblin and become so enraged from him becoming the Green Goblin that he gets all of these people that he worked for, that he worked with, people that paid him, the crime bosses, the enforcers. Remember all of this? Is it all coming back? You see how I'm going full circle? Maybe this is the future. He will get all of these people that he worked for, all the people that he's connected with the crime. all these people, the big man, right? These people, he'll get them. He'll get them. And they will form a group, and they will kill Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is the reason for him to become the Green Goblin. Nobody wants to be a goblin, right? Nobody wants to be a goblin, okay? Norman Osborn, he wants to be a wealthy businessman. He wants to be a wealthy businessman. He knows he's better than everyone. He wants to be on top. So when he gets the cure, right, and he becomes a goblin, now he's enraged. Excuse me, I did not just become a goblin. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill everyone around you. He probably already has that mentality, honestly, like he's saying, because he doesn't care about Peter. He just cares about himself. He just cares about himself winning. He cares about himself living, and he cares about himself getting off. He doesn't care about Peter Parker. He doesn't care about. He loves Harry, but he really is just using Harry so he can get where he needs to get. Okay, that's the thing about Norman. So yeah, all right. So back to present. He's like maybe he slips stuff in Harry. Harry becomes the big goblin. Becomes a goblin. He has the headsets in his ears. You know, so he's being told what to do by someone. Man in the Shadows or Norman Osborn. If it's the Man in Shadows, who's telling the Man in Shadows what to do? Norman Osborn. Why is the Man in Shadows there? Because Norman Osborn, first of all, does not want to get caught. Say if he did somehow get caught, then he would be there. If the Man in the Shadows gets caught, you can't really tie that to Norman Osborn, because Norman Osborn is dying. He's sick, right? So yeah. So he's being told what to do by someone. In my mind, I believe Norman Osborn will die it will die. Okay, he's gonna die. He may die. Now, with Chris Cooper saying he's gonna have a bigger role in 3, it kind of makes me think that he won't actually die. Or maybe like at the end of the movie we'll see him not dead. But I have a feeling that in 2, Norman Osborn's gonna die, and it's gonna go through Harry, and it's gonna really make Harry go even crazier. And like I've been saying, Harry Osborn has been taking drugs. In my opinion, he's gonna be taking drugs and stuff. But we may not see him take drugs, but we'll get a feeling that he's taking drugs, that he's doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And when he finds out that his father is dead, that's when he's gonna be going through all this stuff, right? And that'll be the perfect reason, the perfect way for him to become the Goblin, to become the person that they can manipulate and all this, to do exactly what they need to be done. I think Harry Osborn took drugs at one point at least, okay? Maybe he stopped, right? He stopped, okay? What's gonna get Harry to take more drugs? Get back to taking drugs. That way they can slip this Oz serum into him. That way, that not only is he now deranged, completely crazy because of the Oz serum, now he will need to get the cure, because this Oz serum, in my opinion, will kill him if he doesn't continue to get it, right? Right. But what will make him take the Oz serum? What will make him take the drugs? Man Shadows is told by Norman Osborn, slip this into the drugs. Slip this into the drugs. Well, now the next part is making Harry Osborn take the drugs. What's gonna make him take the drugs? What about the death of his father? His father is the only person that he has in his life. He doesn't have any other family that we know of. His father is it. If his father dies, is taken out of this world, what does he have left? Drugs? You already know he's an unhappy guy. I've been saying that I think he's going to be doing drugs. Go back to the drugs. Now he takes these drugs. Becomes the Goblin. Under the influence of the drugs, he is guided to the glider, to all of this stuff. Headphones, he's being told what to do. In Harry's mind, his loved one has been taken because of Peter Parker's father. Because of the Parkers. Why should Peter have his loved, the one that he loves so much, with him? Right? So he takes Gwen and he kills her, throws her, right? Peter, shoo, kills her. You know what I'm saying, right? Right? That is Norman Osborn working? That's like, first of all, he got his son to become the Goblin Jr., Hobgoblin, whatever, and he does what he wanted him to do, right? Now, the problem that I have is I don't know how The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to end aside from her dying. I don't know if Peter's going to beat the crap out of Harry. I don't know if Harry's going to get the blood sample from Peter. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of the very, very end. But I do know that in the future, somehow, Norman Osborn will become the Goblin, and he will become so enraged and so angry that there's going to be a team that he's going to assemble. That way they can kill Spider-Man. He's going to talk to the people that he worked with, the crime lords. You owe me. I gave you all of this technology. I gave you all of these things to make your people strong. You're going to help me out. Daily Bugle website, they've been talking about it all the time. The Enforcers, the big man of crime. I already knew they're going to implement the big man of crime in this franchise. We just haven't seen it yet. Norman Osborn gets them. He creates the team. The Sinister Six. People say the Lizard's going to be in the Sinister Six. And no, I do not believe he's going to be. No, Dr. Connors is not bad. He's not bad. He's not going to be in the Sinister Six. He may help Peter. He may come back and help. He's not going to be in Sinister Six. Black Cat. She may be in it. I don't know. She may see Harry becoming... Felicity Jones. I never talked about her in the videos. She's in the trailer briefly. It's nothing for me to really say about her. Do I think she's going to become Black Cat? Yes. Do I think that she's going to be bad? Probably not. She'll probably help Peter. Yeah, she'll probably help him fight the Sinister Six. Do I think Peter's going to get the black suit? Yes. I'm going to make a video about the reason why Eddie Brock needs to become Venom. I made this before, but I'm going to do it again because I feel like I have more people watching me now. But yeah, so that's the future. Norman Osborn will somehow get the cure. Perhaps the cure may mutate him into the Green Goblin. And now he's angry. It may cure him. Then now, what the cure may do actually is make his body more accepting of it and make it permanent. This strength enhancer, this greenness of the skin. You know, now it's permanent, and he doesn't need to take these other things. Now it's permanent. Now Green Goblin is Green Goblin. There is no more Norman Osborn, and maybe Norman Osborn is now he's done. And he wants Peter to suffer. He wants to kill him. He's going to get all of the people that he worked with, the people that worked for him, because to him, everyone worked for him. Everyone's under him. He's going to get them. They owe him, right? They owe him. He's going to get them, and they are going to take out Spider-Man. They both have the same problem. Spider-Man is, he's disrupting the crime flow, the money between both of them. So the Kingpin already is like, oh yeah, we're going to kill him. Norman Osborn now has a problem because he's green. He's the Goblin. Perhaps his son is dead. Right? Norman killed his son by giving him the stuff. Perhaps his son is dead. Now it's a problem. Norman gets all of the crime people. Green Goblin at the top, the big baddie, the person in charge. And they fight Peter. They fight. Sinister Six has made Spider-Man 3. Peter may not be able to do it all by himself. Black Cat, maybe help him. Lizard, maybe help him. Black Suit, help him. In the background of the past and the future, background. You know, he's working at Daily Bugle to make money. Grieving over Gwen, meeting Mary Jane, meeting Eddie Brock, making good friendships. Future. That's the future. That's the 3 movies. That's 3. I thank you for watching this long, detailed video of the past, future, time in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy. Time. I thank you for watching. Peace out. Out. Happy New Year. All of you. Happy New Year. Peace. I'm gone. It'll take forever to edit and render. It's going to take 24 hours. Peace, guys. Peace. Just letting you know this was made New Year's Eve. So, yes. The video, yeah, my computer sucks. Peace out. I'm out. Later.
Venom 2 million.